The Safe Start Accident Incident Investigation Enhancement Series goes way beyond what most companies do just to cover their you-know-whats in the courtroom. I mean, the real goal of accident investigation should be what everyone really wants, which is to prevent future accidents and injuries. So in this series, we use real people, real accidents, and you get to see how co-workers use Safe Start concepts and techniques to enhance the investigation and actually prevent future injuries, future similar injuries from happening again. This series has 5 units in a student workbook, and there's also an overview videotape for all the employees to watch so that they understand the new process. We gotta do something different than what we've been doing forever and ever if we want to come up with solutions. That's what this series is about. We're not trying to change what you're doing with accident incident investigation. We're trying to enhance it so that you actually can prevent that next injury or incident. Take a look at the following reenactment and see if you can figure out what was going on here, what you think caused the accident. Now, what's going on right here, of course, is they're explaining, how the wire hit his feet, took his feet out from underneath him, and how he ended up in the water. And there's another barge coming towards him. Bag falls off, down there trips the eye. He hops up to go put the bag back on. That clears the eye. Foot falls through these rollers. Got a ton coming on the skid, crushes his ankle. I mean, the obvious unexpected thing is the wire rope coming off the cleat, taking his legs out from underneath him. But the other unexpected thing was that he thought the machine was shut off. What critical errors were involved in this? Eyes not on task, mind not on task, line of fire, balance, traction, grip.
Were you aware of the cable and the position the cable was in, that if it did slip, have you thought about what would happen if it would slip? No.
The obvious error here is eyes not on task. Mind not on task as well. Try to let the employee do most of the talking. You do most of the questioning. Let's watch this reenactment again. See if you can figure out which of the 4 states, if any, were involved in this incident. Rushing, frustration, fatigue, or complacency. Okay?
One of them would be rushing, and the other would be complacency.
Now, this is a real supervisor. This isn't an actor. We may have prevented somebody from cutting their forehead on that piece of metal again. We haven't prevented somebody from turning without looking into another hazard. But some other good things already came out of this as well too, right? He said it, makes it easier, makes it better, pulls the back end in, don't even have to be in the barge anymore. And I guess the biggie, he's not interrupting the guy, letting him talk. So we're actually getting some stuff at this stage of the game. So it's I think he's getting somewhere here.
Absolutely positive this is not the first accident we've had that involved complacency. We've just never known to ask those kind of questions before, never looked that deeply and broke it down to these simple principles.
Now when an employee has an accident, he can actually go back and see how it could affect his family.
Hopefully I don't have to do this very often, but when I do investigate an accident, I will definitely have a different mindset and approach.